Hey, dude, how are you?
Good. What is your name? Where are you from? And how long have you been coming to Graywell?
My name is Chris Nichols. I am from Centerville, Utah. I am the vocalist of the band called First Grade Fight Club, and I have been coming to Graywell for 19 years.
What do you mostly come to Graywell for?
Records, almost always consistently records. I've been collecting records for 16 of those 19 years. And my gosh, it's the best place to get records.
Which Graywell location do you claim is yours, past or present?
It was the Bountiful store before it closed. I live right next to it, and then I started going to the Bountiful store because there was another music store in Bountiful that did not have the stuff I wanted, and then I started going to Graywell just to give it a shot, and then it just destroyed me, ruined me from then on because my gosh, was I able to find something I wanted every single time? Yeah.
How would you describe what visiting Graywell is like to someone who's never been here?
It is very much there's something for everybody. No matter what kind of music you're into, no matter what kind of scene you belong to, or even if you're just getting new into something, you can find something that you will want or want to be a part of. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like you have to break the bank for it. Like it's good price, and it's also just there's availability for stuff that is not mainstream or off the beaten path.
Yeah, you can't buy a Cannibal Corpse CD at Walmart.
No,
You
you
know, so
cannot. What would an edited Cannibal Corpse record sound
yeah,
like? Just
exactly.
bass? Yeah.
What's a particular memory you have of Graywell that positively impacted you?
When I was like 21, I grew up like in the metalcore scene, but in 2014, I was just so over metalcore. I thought it got so boring and stale. And so I noticed at the Bountiful store, there's a man that worked there named Garrett. And Garrett was just the friendliest guy, but he always wore like metal shirts. And so I sheepishly went in there one day and I was just like, hello, I like metalcore, but I'm kind of over it. But I really like metal as an idea. What like where could I go with that? What could I do? And he grabbed my hand and led me to the metal records and said, all right, here's what you need to do. You need to listen to At the Gates and Dark Tranquility and Children of Bodom. And he said, give those a shot. Don't even like buy the records now. Go home and listen to them and come back and then we'll talk more about that kind of stuff. So I did. I went home and the very next day I went back. And I was like, loved it. I loved it so much. It was insane. And then from then on, I would go regularly to the Bountiful store and talk to Garrett about metal. And he just helped me show how I could find bands myself. And now here I am. I'm a grindcore vocalist and been a metalhead for a very long time. Ruined in the best way. Yeah.
How does it feel when you find something at Graywell you've been after for a long time? Like, have you ever found something here that was one of your grails?
It is freakishly exciting. It is an adrenaline rush. It is a joy that is very particularly only that. Any like record collector will tell you if you're just constantly going after your grails, you're probably never going to find them. You have to like keep them in your head for when they're going to naturally pop up. And when that does happen to you, especially at Graywell, it literally is like how the crap I can't find this on the internet. I can't find this anywhere else. But I found it at the store, and you carry such a cherished memory with it. And I have many records in my collection. Where I'll say, yes, I got this at the Graywell. I got this at that Graywell. I remember getting this, freaking out. I hid it under my shoulder so no one could see that I had it, and no one could buy it from me. That's a very true story. But yeah, like it's the best feeling in the entire world.
Yeah, we always tell people that everything comes through. Like if you can
Absolutely.
be patient, you will find it. It comes through eventually.
And it's
So
funny because it's not even just stuff that like is super crazy rare that we all know of. It's not, like the Samhain records, but sometimes you'll find a band that you love that's maybe been in the used section for like a year. I remember about Altered State from Tesseract here, and it had been in the used section for I think 18 months because nobody else wanted it, and I was like, I had to like wait till I had enough money for it because that record's perfect, and it didn't have a repress at that point. But yeah, there's always something here.
yeah,
Yeah.
that leads me to my next question: is why should people watching this visit Graywell?
Like I said, there is something for truly everyone, and it does not have to be just music fans. There's so many video games here. Movie collectors come here. There's toys, there's clothes, there's CDs, there's posters. Like there's truly something for everybody. In fact, when I very first started going to Graywell as a teenager, my mom would come a lot just for fun because she loves John Denver so much and could not get John Denver CDs anywhere, and so she could always find something with me. And same thing, it can be whatever you're into. You will find something at Graywell that you're into.
Yeah, we always see very varied groups of people all shopping
Absolutely.
together, and everyone can find something. Everyone's got something in their
Absolutely.
hands, which is
Even
great.
if you just know another vinyl collector, you can come to the same store and have the best time together, even if there's
Yeah,
not the same music or anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever introduced anybody to Graywell?
Many. I have brought many people to Graywell, whether they're out of towners or just friends locally, or even just people that started getting into record collecting and don't know where to start.
Yeah,
Graywell is like my store. And so it's like, yes, go to Graywell first. Don't bother with the rest.
yeah.
That's just a Chris Nichols opinion. But
We love the ownership that a lot of people take, and
oh,
thank
yeah,
you for sharing that.
absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you for your time. And for people that are watching, where can they find you?
I am at Chicken and Vinyl Forever on Instagram, as well as First Grade Fight Club on every platform, both for streaming and for social media.